Today is my last day of a 14-day quarantine in Shanghai, China. Let me tell you a little bit about it.
I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name.
China! My name is Magnus Detmar and I'm your Swedish boy here in Shanghai, China. Today I wanted to tell you about quarantine here in Shanghai, China, because China doesn't take lightly on this. I've heard you all complain about like, oh, we have to sit home for a few weeks, but still most of the people when they're in Europe or in the US or whatever, you can still go out, you can still like walk in a park, you can still go to, I don't know, buy some groceries and stuff like that. In China, Here, the quarantine is more like, if you step your foot outside of the door, I will beat the shit out of you. No, that's just a joke. It's just like it's illegal to go out, so you just have to stay home. Anyways, if truth should be told, I've been kind of enjoying this 14-day quarantine because I've been able to relax, I've been able to do a lot of stuff that I never had time for before. And I've also been able to think about my life in a totally different way of what I appreciate in life. And now when I'm a bit restricted in one way, I feel more that I appreciate the small things in life rather than just taking them for granted. And of course, I also are dreaming about going out there and just enjoying this city. But instead of just thinking about all the things that you can't do, think about all those things that you can do. Let me explain. You guys have probably heard about the expression, think outside the box. I freaking hate that expression. I mean, there are so many good things within the box. Why think outside the box instead of just embracing what you have inside the box? And that's what I wanted you to think about. And in order to stay sane during these quarantine days, I actually set up some rules for myself so I can actually stay productive and still enjoy it. So every morning I try to wake up at 7 o'clock, get my coffee, and then a little bit of workout. Some people just say, okay, screw it, I'm just gonna stay home, watch Netflix. I don't do that. What I do is this. I try to do a workout every second day, because if you do every day, it becomes a pain because working out at home is kind of boring. So I try to do it every other day, just so you know. Then jump into work as much as I can, up to lunch, about like 12 or 1 o'clock. Fortunately enough, I'm living in the dream country when it comes to home delivery. The delivery guy, the Why My guy, have been coming here almost every day, so we're kind of building a relationship together now. I know a lot about his family. His brother is actually getting a law degree, and his nephew is just learning how to ride a bike. That was just a lie. Of course, we didn't just order all the food, we also cooked a little bit, so there's basically 3 different types that we use. It's Freshmart, it's Aldi, and Epermarket that you can use here in Shanghai, China. I will link them below. Then back and work a little bit more, and you can work wherever you want. And of course, I get out on the balcony every now and then and enjoy the sun a little bit when it's out. And those small moments with just a coffee in your hand and the sunshine in your face, those I've been starting to enjoy so freaking much during this quarantine. It's freaking insane. Then I stop work about 6 or 7 o'clock because if I don't have a limit, I will not stop working. I'm a bit of a workaholic, so in order to stay sane, in order to stay the work-life balance, I try to quit about 6 or 7 o'clock at night. This schedule sounds super freaking boring, right? And I don't say that I follow this like clockwork, but creating this structure is very essential for me, so you don't accidentally roll into a 5 o'clock cocktail hour, even though it's a Tuesday at 10:30 in the morning. Sometimes I change this up. Quarantine is a perfect time to work on your health because you're just staying at home, you don't have very much else to do, so why not do a detox? And one really good detox is one of these cleanses where you drink 6 juices during the day, and yeah, then you cleanse out your body. I ordered one that's called Pollution Detox, which is pretty good when you live here in China. I ordered one from Lizzie's, it's not sponsored, and what you do is you drink 1 juice every 2 to 3 hours, and you do it either 1, 3, or 5 days. So today I'm just gonna try 1 day, see how it goes, maybe I'll continue. I have done another cleanse before for 3 days. Go and check that video out if you wanna see more. The first juice that I'm gonna drink is called Vital Greens. And Vital Greens is spinach, pineapple and ginger. It looks green and healthy. Hope it tastes as good as it looks. Oh Jesus. Yup. This is super healthy, I can tell you by the taste. I hope the other ones taste better because Jesus, it will be a difficult day. Anyways, you have to stay healthy guys, and detox is a very good way when you're back in your quarantine. But you can't stay too healthy, right? And fortunately for us Swedes, today is the waffle day. One day of the year is the waffle day back home in Sweden, and we got a brand new waffle iron for this day. So today we're gonna make some yummy waffles. Let's go. And here we are, 14 days later inside my apartment, and my mood is up, my energy is up, and I'm super excited to get out. It hasn't been such a big problem because I haven't focused on the things that I can't do. I've been more focusing on the things that I can do. And of course, I'm dreaming about riding my scooter through the alleys of Shanghai, dreaming about going to rooftops. So that's probably what I'm gonna do tomorrow. My first day outside of Shanghai since January 2020. Let's jump into what I feel tomorrow. So I'm right now taking my first steps outside after 2 weeks in quarantine here in Shanghai, China. Oh my god, it feels amazing! Now I'm a free man. Look at the weather. Let's do Shanghai. Here we go.